Hi everybody, it's Miranda and I'm back to do another plan with me in my Sterling Ink A5. So I hope you can join in on the fun. I have pulled out a beverage, Cherry Fruit Splash Canada Dry, 0 sugar. If you've never tried them, give them a try, they're pretty good. I heard they have a strawberry one too, but I'm not a total strawberry beverage girl, but I do like cherry, so cheers. Ooh, yum. Okay. So last night I redid my cover design for my A5 and I thought I would take a moment to just show it off. I had this yellow and white kind of plaid paper, and then I just went to town. I had a whole bunch of stickers and I don't know, I think it looks super cute and super ready for summer. Put a bunch of different fruits and different little emojis on it. And the little red, because I'm into this red and anything gingham I'm kind of into. So I did these little flip-flops, and gotta have your drinks in the summer, and it's just peachy, and I like to go swimming. So I don't know, I thought it was cute. And I really like these, you know, lantern, light bulb, like string lights, you're right? So I put those at the top. So hopefully you can see those okay. But all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Gonna turn to the right section in my book here. And I hope you guys can all join in. I am filming this on Memorial Day weekend, and yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the 3-day weekend. So, and then I also have to grab my little sticker book, even it out over here. So, okay. So let me show you what I got going on here. For this coming week, the main theme is going to be cherries. Hopefully you can see these. Actually, I'll pull the book up a little closer. So I'm gonna go cherry picking on Wednesday. That's the plan at least. And I have this sheet from, it's called 2 Jing is 2 Jing. So the number 2, Jingis, the number 2 again, Jing. And I have this one sticker sheet that I thought would be adorable to use. I really like. It's like a little rabbit picking cherries here, and then all just the little cherries. And I also pulled out my Kate Mason butterfly sheet. They're called Blue Butterflies from Kate Mason. She's an Australian artist. She's one of my absolute favorites. And I was so happy when I got to meet her at Little Craft Fest, not this year, but last year. So I pulled this out thinking it might go with these. So I just want to kind of use these, and that was my idea. And then I pulled out a bunch of like different grid washies. I was thinking this rainbow one that I have just a little bit from a sample a friend gave me. And then I've pulled out these kind of grid washies as well. These two obviously on red. This is a black and white one. This is a green and white one. And then this one has some. These two bottom ones are kind of got some little gold splotches on them, and then these like more yellow grid washi ones. So I don't know, I thought I'd play around with it and see where it takes us. So I'm going to maybe pull you in a little bit more and then pull the camera up. Still trying to figure out the angle. One day I'm gonna bang my head on the camera, and that's just gonna be like, everyone will be like, hey, she said she was gonna do it and she finally did it. So yeah, but I hope everyone's been doing well. I had a pretty decent day today. I was able to actually go pick blueberries for the very first time. I found a blueberry farm not very far from where I live, about 10 miles away, and it's all blueberries. Just, they don't do any other fruits, or maybe they do in the fall, but in summer all they do is blueberries. And so that's what I did. It was super fun. And then I froze a bunch of the blueberries. When I got home, I froze like maybe 4 cups worth of blueberries. And I just made blueberry sorbet. So it's now kind of getting solid in the freezer. And in about an hour or so, I'll go and kind of, when you make sorbet, you have to, it's really easy. It's usually sugar water, the fruit you're doing, and then with blueberries, you can do like some lemon and a little bit of salt to bring out the flavor. And then you put it in the freezer, and then you have to just kind of loosen it up a little bit after about an hour, and then you let it freeze for like another 3 or 4 hours, and it's totally good to go. So I did blueberries today from the blueberry picking, and then next week is the cherries. So, and my friend is going to come up and visit, and we're going to go pick cherries and have a great time. So looking forward to it. So we are picking cherries actually on Wednesday. That is the plan, and it'll be in the afternoon. And then on Sunday, I've got a big party to go to, plus I'm hanging out with some friends beforehand. So it's going to be kind of a fun week next week, which is exciting. So I have to kind of decide. I want to definitely put, I was thinking this big one with the rabbit picking the cherries in the tree here, right for the top of Wednesday, and then I can write where we went and all the fruit we picked. We'll probably pick more than just cherries, but cherries will be the main one. So actually I'm going to start there. I'm going to put that one at the top. I hopefully won't have to trim it. This is really, really cute. It's got some little gold foiling on it. It's really pretty. So I think I'll put it right at the top. And where we go, if you've never been cherry picking, they do have little ladders just like this rabbit has, and you can climb up the ladder and get to the cherries up on top, you know. So that's kind of fun. That looks good right there. Okay, a little bit in the side, but that's okay by me. And then maybe I could either use this big cherry one. I'd like to use it. So I could use it to cover up my calendar. Or I could put it down here in the corner. Can you see that? Let's see. I'll put you in. Trying to figure out. Yeah. Okay, so I could use it down here. Or I could use it up at the top. But then maybe it's got too many cherries. Not too many, but you know, I want to balance it. Because those are kind of the two big stickers. And then I also have this big one that says cherry right there. And then, of course, this one on a really nice yellow gingham, see? So, let's see what might work. So here's the big cherry one. Okay, so maybe I'll put this one on the bottom. So take up kind of this bottom corner. And then maybe I'll pull out... Sunday, the big party, I have a bunch of friends that are Geminis, and so every year they pick a date kind of once Gemini season has started. So I think it is, let me count it out. It is at least 4 friends, three of which, are in one family, and then one is a best friend of one of those 3 family members. So they have their party. We're doing the party for them on Sunday afternoon. And so I'll pull out maybe, or I could also use this one here with the little cupcake. So that would be kind of cute to represent the Gemini party. Yeah. And then I'm wondering, I think I have to white out. Okay, so actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to white out the calendar. And then I'm going to use some of that grid washi. I forgot I had pulled it out. And I think these stickers will be pretty easy to pull up if I want to put some grid washi underneath it. So let me see how that's going to look. Okay, so I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this one for the corner here. I'm going to grab a tiny piece. And I really like this washi. I got it also in a green with gold grid. But it's almost got like a linen, like a fabric-y feel to it. I know it's not going to, I'm trying to find words to describe it. But it is. It's like, it's got like a fabric feel to it. Like, you know, it's a piece of cloth or something versus just paper or, you know, the feel of regular washi or... Okay, so let me just trim this one, cut this here. Okay, and then maybe I'll stick that cherry one, because that's the theme for the week, cherries, cherries, cherries. If you guys have any good recipes that you like to use with cherries, drop it down in the comments, because when I get all this fruit, I have to figure out sometime, like, you know, obviously you buy fruit and you want to eat it, but then I'm like, I don't want it to go bad, I want to use it. So I freeze some of it and use it in like for frozen fruit. You know, I don't do smoothies a lot, but I'll make like a little bowl with some fresh fruit and some frozen fruit. But yeah, I'm always trying to think, and I can do salads with them, but so if you have good recipes, that'd be great to know. If you have the inclination to let me know, that'd be awesome. And then I think I'm going to try to see if I can lift this little guy up. Yeah, it came up really easy. And I'm going to put down, I forgot, so I'm going to put down some of this rainbow one. This is kind of a, I think I even have one piece here. Oh, see, oh, this is all I have left. So it's just a very little bit, but I really like this one. It's very cute. So I think I'll put this at the bottom. And it doesn't all have to be red. You know, don't mind mixing and matching kind of the grids. And let me pull out my ruler. I don't want it to go too far over. Although Monday is a holiday, I don't have work on Monday because of Memorial Day, which is very much appreciated. Oh, this is not cutting. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now let me stick this cherry one down. Just smooth that out a little bit. Actually, I want to put a little bit more down because it looks like it goes a little further over. Just so it looks like the scale is right. Okay, and that one ripped up a lot easier. So, yeah, now I can kind of center it a little bit more. All right, cherries for sale. Okay, and maybe this one needs a little piece too. So why not? Let's put, thinking this little grid one, but I might rip it in half. I might rip it the long way. So let me show you what I'm thinking. Let me find the edge here. Where's the edge at? This is the one benefit of having nails. I should be able to find the edge, but I don't. It's probably right on the corner here. Oops, right on the side. Here it is, yeah. Okay. And if not, I'll use the tweezers to kind of find it. That's a lesson maybe to kind of, when I rip it, to not lay it on the side because it is hard to find. Where is it? I think it's this edge. I think it's this right side here. It looks like it. I just have to find the edge. Here it is. Okay, I found it. Yeah, oops, and this little piece ripped. That's okay, it's washi. You can make it work. And are any of you going to be shopping the Coffee Monster Co. sale that's coming up next, sorry, not the 31st, the week after, June 6th. I am very excited for the, what's it called, Pondering Pond washi. OMG, Helen knocked it out of the park with that one. So I'm really, I think that's that's my favorite of the entire collection. She did great with all the others, but I'm like, add to cart, please, add to cart. And I'm definitely gonna get multiples of that one. So, I gotta pull this little sticker up too. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to pull this cherry guy up and then put this one down right here. The plan is for my friend to come over at 1 in the afternoon, and luckily, I'm going to cut that right in the center there, but luckily it has not been super hot here. Normally, this time of year, I shouldn't jinx it, but normally it's like over 110. 105, 110. It has been awesome. It's been like 80 degrees. So it's great because if you go cherry picking or fruit picking, whatever, like 110, you have to go at like 8 a.m., right? First thing in the morning before it starts heating up. I don't care how much sunscreen you wear. It's going to be hot if you wear a hat and all that kind of stuff, which you should. And obviously you stay hydrated, but yeah, but this year, I think this weekend, on Wednesday, it's supposed to be like 80 degrees. I'm like, that's perfect. Like, that's really nice weather. So, yeah. Okay, so, all right, then I have to do a couple of things. Sunday's going to be a really busy day, so I'm going to move the Post-it notes down. I just use these so I don't forget all the stuff I have going on. So Sunday is the anniversary, is my aunt's birthday, but she's already passed. And, but I always, for her, go out and actually, she adored Starbucks, and she didn't get it very often, but her favorite was the caramel frappuccino. And I don't drink frappuccinos, but every year on her birthday and the day she passed, I go to Starbucks in her honor. So that's kind of how I remember her and, you know, honor her. So I'm going to be doing that on Sunday to honor her and remember her for her birthday, which is on Sunday. So let me grab, I think I'm going to use some green here. Looking where my green, I think I'm going to pull this one out. Question is, what can I reach here? I'll pull this one out. Okay. So this is my Juice Up 0.4 in green. And I'm just going to write this over here. So this is, we called her Nana. So it's Nana's birthday. Actually, I have birthday ones. Maybe I'll use one of those. Might stand out a little bit. A few more pages here. Here we go. Yeah, I think I'll use this one. So Nana's birthday. Whoop. Yeah, that's cute. And my aunt was, she was very, very sweet. And she was very thin. Like, she could eat whatever she wanted. Basically, she had a really high metabolism. So she could eat sweets and chocolates and sundaes and ice cream and whatever she wanted, and she never gained a pound. And I'm like, oh, I want to be like you, Nana, so much. And she would be like, yeah, I wish I could, like, you know, do something to kind of help. And I was like, me too. But it's like, just, it's so, you know, it's just the memories you have, right? So I'm going to use this little one and put that I'm going to go to Starbucks for her that day. So I will pick I don't drink coffee, I drink iced tea, but I have 2 favorite drinks at Starbucks, and I'll get one of them that day in her honor. So let me just pick one that kind of speaks to me here. I have this cute one, but it looks more wintry. Let's see, I might pick, one of them is going to jump out at me. I'm going to say, that's the one. Actually, it's this one. All right, I'm going to pick this one. This is from Hubman and Chub Girl. So it's got the little face, kind of yellow with some ice in it. I'm going to pick this one. Okay, so this will be, maybe I'll put it here. How do I want to do this? Or I'll move it. Well, no. I don't want to cover the cherry. I guess I'll just put it right here. And I want a bigger marker. So hold on. As if I don't have markers here. Okay, let's pull some of these out. Let's find a green one that I like, or maybe a red one. Maybe red. Yeah, let's work with this red. Okay. So Starbucks for Nana. Because that is a must. That is definitely happening. No doubt about it. Okay. And then I am getting together with some friends probably for midday, because the Gemini party starts right before 5. So I think I will use, okay, so I'm going to grab this one with the little cupcake here. I'm going to use that. And then I'm going to grab maybe, I'm looking at the grids I have here. I want to grab that rainbow one and finish it. I don't mind finishing that rainbow one off, so maybe I'll do that. Here I said I was going to cut it, but it ended up working out okay right under the tree. I might cut this one. So I could cut it with the scissor if I want a really clean edge, but I really don't care that much. Yeah, just like that. So I just kind of cut it right down the center. Any way it rips is fine. And I'm going to use it as kind of like a frame. So I'm going to say, like, I don't know, kind of around 430-ish. but I want the thicker part. So I'm going to do it like this. And that's straight, yeah, okay. And then use the bottom piece. Probably, I'll probably head out by around 8. I do have work the next day, so yeah, I'll do it kind of, kind of like that. Well, if you can see this, I'll pull you in just a sec here. So I just kind of made like a border for it. Scissors. Okay. So that's what I'm working with. So I kind of just did a little border here. And then I'm going to grab that little cupcake and put it, I think, right here. Or should I put it on this side? No, I like it on this side. Move it a little higher. And then I will write in, let me put these two off to the side, these little scraps here. And then just put in that it's the Gemini party. Whoops, one scrap is hanging on. Okay, so this is the Gemini party. Party. And it starts at 4:45. I'll put a dash, I can write it in later. And it is at my friend's house. Okay, so it's at her house. And, okay, let's see, what else can I plan for? Friday, I have to go in for a hearing test. So, I'm going to leave this one here until I hear from my friends about the timing. So the hearing test is on Friday at 1:30. So, I'm going to grab an appointment one. So let's see here, my little TCMC topography book. I use this for all the little labels. Appointments. Oh, I'm going to use this one. Actually, I'm going to use this black one. This will stand out a bit. Okay. That's at 1:30 on Friday, close to my house, which is good. And then let me grab a little cherry deco to put there, because why not? I have them. I want to use up this sheet. Appointment. Yeah, that's cute. Right there. And maybe I'll add a few stars. Special thing. Okay, so that, I'm going to just write it in black. So that is hearing test. At 1:30. Okay, and I'll put the location down later. And then on Tuesday, I have work. I don't have work on Monday because of Memorial Day. So Tuesday, I have work at 2:30. So let's see. Tuesday, I go 2:30 till 8:30. So that's kind of, for me, that's the whole day with commute. So, okay, so I'm gonna use this big one. Actually, I'm gonna use it at the end of the day. So maybe right here at the end of the day. Okay, and this one I might block. Do I want to block it off? I think I want to block this one off. So let me pull in a different color. Let's see, maybe one of these greens. Just using whatever I got in front of me here. So 2:30. Okay, I'm gonna block this one off just for fun. So kind of 2:30-ish till 8:30. Okay, and then I might put a sticker at the top. There we go. Let me see what choices I have here. Wait, okay. I kind of like this one. Oh, the one I pulled up before. Maybe in the corner. Actually, I'm going to put it right here in the center. That's pretty. Okay, hopefully you can see this. Turn my books. Okay, and then let me get, since I'm working on this side again. Okay, so that is work. I'm going to pull a work sticker here too. So those are in this book. Okay. I'll pull this big one. Work and whoop. There's that. And maybe I'll put I could put a little computer. I could leave it, but why not? Seeing if any of the ones look good. Green and red, green and red. I'm trying to match colors, I guess. Oh, I could also use, I have those pens. I have these pens. Oh, good. I have this in a red. Why not? Let's use it. I don't use these often, so I'm going to use this here and just put the hours in the pen, in the marker part, right? So, okay. So work, and again, it is 2:30 to 8:30. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, there's that. And then I do want to mark, obviously, that Monday is Memorial Day. So, let's see. Maybe I'll use just a little star. And I'm going to look if I might have a small sticker that says Memorial Day. Let me see what I can find. So it would be the last page of my reusable sticker book. 1 second here. Okay, so I'm going to use this little star. And then in the very last two pages here, yeah. So let's see. I have Memorial Day. I'm going to use this one. I think because the other ones I have, it's really big. I could use it, but I kind of like the black font for this week because I'm using kind of black font and red. So I think I'll use that. Okay, so Memorial Day. Put it kind of, actually I'm going to put it right at 10. So just stands out a little bit. Memorial Day, and I'll put that little heart, or sorry, that little star. Where should I put it here? Maybe here. Okay. And then I will just write, or I'll pull a day off sticker. I don't get to use these often. I have a few of them and I don't get to use them. So I will pick kind of a cursive-y font. These are from Sweet Kawaii Design. This one is. And I think I'll just put it, actually I'm going to put some red down. And just kind of lay that kind of in between. I very much appreciate the service that, you know, our Air Forces and Navy and Army and the Marines give, because obviously, yeah. So, and then I will just leave this one on there. I believe my friend's coming at 1. And then this one, which my friends and I are going to hang out before the Gemini party, we have to kind of just figure out what we're doing, but it's probably going to be like from, I don't know, 12 to 4, and then we're going to head to the party. They're also coming to the party, so they know about it, but yeah. And then I do have to do my sidebar, so if you're still with me, I super appreciate it, but I will work on the sidebar. And then I'm looking at the butterflies if I want to add any, and I think I might. I think I'm going to grab maybe this, actually this one. I think the colors will match the cherry, the green and the cherry. So I'll put like the Memorial Day up here. Okay. And I'm also going to put one, because it makes me think of her, I'm going to put one on the top of Sunday for my aunt. So, oh, wait, that's too big. Okay, there's a smaller one here. Let me put this back. Grab this smaller one. Okay, here it is. And put that kind of up there. Yeah, all right, that's cute. So, sidebar, I would only need a little bit of space to do the tasks, to write down the tasks that I have to do this week. They're kind of the same 4 or 5 tasks every week, but I like to make sure I, can check them off. And then I could put the habit tracker here. So I think I'll do that. So let me find a to-do or this week that I like. These are kind of more cursive-y. Maybe this big one this week. And I'll pull a little cherry in a second here. I'll add some deco here this week, and let's add some red. Okay. And then from the cherries, there's these little teeny tiny cherries everywhere. Okay, this week. And then my habit tracker. So, I think I'm going to use the tiny icons this week. So let's grab those. So you know the drill if you've been on my channel for some time. I tend to like the Coffee Monster Co. icons. And there's 4 habits I have to keep track of. Depending on space, I'll add 1 or 2 more. So I do my walking. So it's the sneaker one. I think I'll put it right here to start. Okay. And then water bottle for hydration, or the water drop, depending which one I pull out first. Book for reading. And then the speech bubble for my language studies. Put that one down. And then I'm going to add it, because this week I was not good with it. I'm going to do skincare. I was supposed to do it on Friday night, and I remembered Saturday morning. It's not the end of the world, but I'm like, hey, what happened? How did I forget? Because, I didn't remember till I came back to, kind of working my journal in the morning, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to do my skincare last night. Great. So, and then let me see if I have a cute little habits one maybe. In cursive would be great. But I'm going to use the TCMC one here, because who doesn't want a little bit more Coffee Monster Co. So I'm going to put it maybe right here. And then I'm actually going to do the days of the week in red. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right to the edge. Good. Okay. Let me give you the final layout here. So here it is, my cherry themed week. And yeah, so thank you so much everyone for joining in on the planning fun. And I really hope that you have a fantastic last week of May as we head into June, OMG. And if you're liking the content, please give me a like, a share, a subscribe. Tell your friends, tell all the people you know. I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm very, very grateful for all of your thumbs ups and your likes and shares and subscribes. And like I mentioned before, if you have any recipes that you like to use for cherries or stone fruit, so peaches, nectarines, cherries, plums, poulots, apricots, please drop them in the comments, because I need all the help I can get. Fresh, vibrant recipes, okay? Thanks, everyone. Have a great week. Bye.